Hello my friends and welcome to episode 45 of The Wanderer. Since the last episode we've played 3 games, which we'll go through very quickly. Hope you're enjoying the new channel changes. I'm hoping that they're now active, recording this about a week in advance, just because we have to keep maintaining my record schedule, but I'm hoping that they're all starting to show just now. So, played Hamilton, we drew 0-0. Looking at the red result, it was the Young Boys in the last episode, of course. We then played St Johnstone in the Betfred Cup, the first time we played in the Betfred Cup, out with the group stages in this series. Of course, it's our first chance really not to have to play in that group stage, and we've not had a team that's really been capable of progressing. We obviously got really unlucky at our first season with Forfar, but then we played really well in this game. But it was sort of the end of the halves that was the main factors here. Ali Crawford in the 45th minute, Ryan Hedges in first half injury time, and Lewis Moll in injury time of the second half. We then played Dundee away from home. We won 2-0 there. Ryan Hedges and Z Gomez on the score sheet. However, if we go into medical centre here, we've got a problem. Jamie Walker injured again, 3 to 6 weeks is currently. He's only played 1 game off the bench, and that was a high risk sub in the last episode. It's really hurting him. It's really hurting the team. Tsvanov out for 3 to 4 weeks. Rudy McDonald was out. I loaned him out and basically got injured. I recalled him. He's a young lad here with a lot of potential. It's a bit of a shame. I've seen him have so much time on the sidelines. Linchaba out for another 2 weeks roughly, and Z Gomez is fit for this game according to the staff. So today we're taking on Celtic. Once the game loads, I'm actually just going to quickly bring you back out if it lets me, just to show you the league table, because I'm forgetting to do that. As you see, 4 games played. Rangers have a game in hand, as do Celtic. We're joint top with Aberdeen at present, but of course that game in hand means that they can both leapfrog us, because Celtic would go ahead on goal difference, and Rangers haven't dropped a point yet. Obviously that draw to Hamilton hurting us in that sense. So the team we're playing today is Woodman, Brandon, Burgess, John Suter, Mason, McTominay, Berzonis, Hedges, Cochrane, Jones and Z Gomez up top. As a bit of a risk, but my staff said he should be able to manage the game with no problems whatsoever. So I'm trusting my staff to tell me what's right. It's so frustrating to see key players getting injured, getting back, and then straight back onto the injury table. Walker had never had a start yet this season. I've not changed anything from my training from last season when we had very few injuries, so I'm not sure if it's bad luck, but I have went and adjusted the training since, just to lighten the load a little bit on players, see if that makes a difference. Just going to give a little bit of encouragement here early on. Obviously not expecting to get 3 points against Celtic here, but you know, we did beat them a couple of times last year, so here's hoping we can continue that form on. But while missing key players, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be even more difficult when a boy of ours gets tripped up trying to get the ball, and it falls to their player kindly as a result of that, and the referee doesn't give a free kick. That's very frustrating. We're just going to watch that again very quickly, just so I can show you what I'm on about here. As it gets to Fraser, it goes back to Sinclair, and he plays it through here to Fraser. And if you watch, number 2 here trips up by Christie. Christie goes to swipe at the ball, gets nowhere near it, and trips up number 2, which I think is Jamie Brandon, and causes him to trip over as he strikes it in the sort of the second part of that act, and it's in the back of the net frustratingly. Byram does a bit of 2 of them there, Nietzschem, and it's decent ball in, but Ferry Woodman equal to it here on this occasion. He's going to launch it forward for Jones. He's not going to find him. I've dipped into the loan market to try and get some players, but I've not had any responses from the players yet. It's just frustrating, because it was sort of the earlier part of the week after the last game that I did that, to not have the responses when there was one boy that was just sort of going to be a backup midfielder, and one boy to come in and sort of be, Z Gomez, what a strike, son, as I'm talking about it. One boy is going to sort of fill in for Jamie Walker while he's injured, because Jones is good, don't get me wrong, I like him, but I prefer him as an impact sub rather than on the pitch as a starter. Z Gomez with a thunderbolt strike there. very, very consistent. Joint top goal scorer in the league at present with, I think it's Stevie May and Jack Aitchison. That's a great ball out to Brandon. And they find a ball in. He can to Jones. Saved onto the post and then back into the goalkeeper's grateful arms. A little bit unlucky there. Wasn't a great cross, and it was a bit of a delayed cross by Brandon as well. I'm not sure if there was players in the box. The angle wasn't the best to see that. It's headed clear here by Celtic. Hedges picks up McTominay. Baronis. Hedges is kind of blocking the overlap here from Brandon, which is a little bit annoying because I think that would be really, really helpful if Brandon made that burst and overlay. Cochrane, Baronis. Oh, that's very, very poor, and Celtic are on the break now. Christie scored a hat-trick against us last season if I remember correctly. Aitchison, back to Ryan Christie, and it's well wide this time from the not I was going to call him the young man, but he's not young anymore really in the game, is he? I imagine he'll be late 20s, early 30s as I guess. No, I feel like we've played okay here. I don't think we've played our best. Aberdeen drawn as well, which is nice. So I'm going to go with... we're not doing too badly. Didn't really get a response for the boys there though. Hate when FM does this, where you're trying to select all the players and it just keeps unselecting them. I'm going to go with there's a lot more to come from you. I believe in you. You've got what it takes kind of attitude. As we kick off again the second half through the goal scorer Z Gomez. Where Z Roberto came from, I have no idea. Cochrane with the header, but it's poor. McTominay. That's not how I set up my throw-in tactics. That's annoying. Aitchison to Christie. That's cleared away, but only as far as Callum Patterson. Sinclair, Neacham. It's a crunching tackle from McTominay, but he got the ball. Oh, but it's played it in behind both his midfield runners. And Ryan Christie's through, and he's put it wide, thankfully for us. It's a right kind of idea pass, but right in behind both his runners. It's a route one ball from Patterson. Aitchison surely can't be onside there. Doesn't matter because Woodman saved it. A little bit frustrated that he's onside there, if he is. Obviously our camera angle was not the best to show us, and I'm not going to try and sit there and play around with it. We're going to bring on Ali Crawford for Cochrane. Get a bit of fresh legs in that attacking midfield role, but this is the issue I've got with Jones. He either shows up and plays brilliantly or he gets a 6.5 or lower. It's just not good enough in my opinion. We've got this young lad McAllister. I actually meant to mention how I've signed him for a couple $100,000 from St Johnston. Basically played, was in the media that somebody was viewing him, and I thought I'll have a look at him, and I had a scout report and 5-star potential. I was like, thank you very much, I'll grab some of that. Going to bring on Louis Moult for Z Gomez. Z Gomez played well, but Louis Moult does tend to be good in the big games, and let's just not risk that injury any more than we have to. Woodman with the goal kick launches forward towards Ali Crawford. Going to lose out in the air. McTominay heads it down, but only as far as Neacham, but that's a crunching tackle from Moult. He's going to play it to Hedges. I thought he was just going to run into traffic there. We've got no real runners though, which is not like us. Particularly if you remember at the end of last season, we just constantly had runners. We're making good passes, and this season, just feeling like we've not quite got that. I don't know how much of that's down to the injuries and upsetting the rhythm that we've got, but it's very, very worrying. I've not changed the tactics at all. It's cleared away. Shevchenko back to the goalkeeper, and I need to actually have a look. What are you on? Close down more. Close down more. Close down more, close down more. So why am I not closing down the goalkeeper? This is frustrating. It annoys me. So we're going to go always, always, and always. They do like to play at the back, Celtic, and again I'm going to go with the same with Beaton and Neacham. I'm going to go hard on these guys as well, and hard on Lewis Morgan. What's your recommendation here? Harbert, Fair and Christie can work with that, and again with Fraser. In fact, we'll do the same with Aitchison because he's knackered as well. And Sam Byram playing it right back, which is interesting. It sounds like they've got some, I'm going to guess from their team, they've got some defensive injuries, like we've got attacking injuries, they've got defensive injuries. In behind for Aitchison, and another big save from Freddie Woodman. Danny Rogers has played the last couple of games because I forgot to take him out after the cup game, and I did promise him I did say I'd play him in cup games. So it's not kind of worked out that great for us, but you know, it's working out. Freddie Woodman, well, we'll say that he did have 2 clean sheets, but Freddie Woodman is such a good player for us. Jones into Baronas, Crawford, and behind for Jones, and we're 2-1 up at Parkhead, boys. The weird noise you might have heard there was my chair reacting to my celebration. We're going to make a change. We're going to bring on Young for Baronas. Again, we're just going to play you as a Carello. Maybe not the most ideal role for this kind of tactic, but you can play it. And we're going to go onto defensive, waste time, narrow, slightly deeper. Let's get player defence off. Not too worried about exploiting the flanks. More direct passing. Be more disciplined. Stick to positions. Structured. Goalkeeper, please. Take long kicks or the top of the position defence. Slow pace down. Confirm changes. What a time to get his first goal. I've criticised him. Seems to work out that way with criticised players. They come up big. Crawford to Jones. Back to Crawford. McTominay. He's going to play it to Moult. Oh, that's a crunching tackle on Moult though. Christie. McTominay blocks that one well. Back to Burgess. Grant Young in playing the role that I'm not particularly convinced is going to work, but it's a role he can play. I don't want 2 ball winning midfielders as Moult chases down the goalkeeper this time. It's good to see. Nietzschem. Aitchison into Ryan Christie. Across for Fraser. Oh no. What an unlucky bounce. Comes straight into Aitchison's path. Right, I guess we're going to have to work with that Carello, but we're going to have to go back to standard, normal, fairly wide, exploit the flanks, player defence, retain possession, be expressive, roam in positions, and back to fluid. Everything else is still the same because I forgot to change that, but I don't think that made a difference in the goals. We'll just take them off. Such an unlucky bounce. The player gets himself in the way. We go back to about here. You know, Christie plays it across to Fraser. The ball is to there, and it just bounces off so kindly off McTominay. And Suter can't react in time, and Aitchison's got the ball in the back of the net. Feel so robbed there. Aberdeen winning as well. And Rangers obviously now have 2 games in hand to us to leapfrog us. I feel like this was our season as well, and we've just had so many injuries. Vital, well, at this early stage of the season, it's really not worked out for us. We improved the squad depth. It was one thing that I had to do in the summer was improve squad depth, and I feel like we did that. Not that I'm complaining about coming to Parkhead and not picking up 3 points and still picking up 1 point. But just feel like we've had a bit of bad luck. I'm going to say unlucky, boys, because that was really unlucky. It was such an unlucky bounce while we were holding on to that result. So next game we are coming back. I believe I said last episode it'd be Hibs I'd come back for. I'm just going to double check that. As you can see the league table there showing us in second place, 2 points behind Aberdeen, 3 ahead of Celtic, 2 ahead of Rangers who have 2 games in hand. Celtic have a game in hand. Kind of hoping one of those game in hand that they both have is against each other. I'm just going to send the assistant for that one just now. Getting results on all our people. 4 clean sheets, but he has conceded 6 goals. Penna on loan, our work permit goalkeeper. They are 4th in the division. I'm trying to see who did they lose to. I'm guessing it was a big one. It was a big loss even rather to Nitra, who are in mid-table. So that's where most of his goals conceded came from. And he's out for 5 to 6 weeks. So it's not just our players that are getting injured. So schedule. Hibs are indeed. Do you know what? We'll come back for the Betfred quarter final and Hibs as a double header. I think that makes a lot of sense. It's only a couple of games between now and then, but it gives us Rangers and Hibs both away from home. It's never fun, but I think that's the most the best one to come back for. I'll just show you the bank balance just now. As you can see, committed spending's gone over the wage budget. I have reduced that down quite a lot because I've been, doing that, putting it on the transfer budget so I don't go crazy over it. But that's just because of the 2 loan boys that I'm bringing in. That won't cost the club any transfer money. I'll just put it back up a little bit. but I feel that it's needed because the amount of injuries we've got. If you look at our first team right now, 1 injury, 2 injuries, 3 injuries, 4 injuries, all to players that should be in and around the squad. Anyway guys, I'm going to end the episode right there. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll hopefully catch you all next time. If you did hit subscribe, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.